Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Becky. I am here with layout number 1 for Mini Kit Monday, November 2019. I'm going to start with this striped paper as my background, and then I'm going to go ahead and lay down a piece of this one on top of it. I was initially going to use some other papers because I thought that stripe was a black. It is not. It is a kind of an evergreen color, so I had to go ahead and change out the flowered piece that I was going to use. So I end up using this one instead. I do ink the edges with the Close to My Heart charcoal ink on this. You can see that I just went into cutting paper. Here I'm looking for another paper for a strip to go across it. I had been poking around over at a cherry on top on this specific day, and I had this layout stuck in my head. And I think I saw someone do something similar to this over there at a cherry on top. I wished I would have taken a picture of it or a snapshot of it or whatever, but I didn't. I was just perusing the gallery, and this for some reason had stuck in my head, and so I really wanted to work on a layout like this. So I did trim off this little strip right here. This is part of a Felicity Jane piece of paper, and I really wanted to use these 4 photos. Now when I first put them down, these big ones were too big, so I pulled one away, and then I was like, no, I want to use them all. So I just go ahead and trim down the 2 big ones because I didn't need all the space on either side of them. The 2 big ones are photos of BJ and Riley walking down the street. And one, she's just walking by his side, and in the other one, he is holding her hand. And then the 2 small photos are photos of them walking back. Speaking of Riley, if you hear the kids' music in the background, it is because I stopped by their house after work. BJ had to work late and Marissa had to work tonight. So I'm just staying here with her until BJ gets home from work. And she is watching a kids show on TV, being a good little girl. All right, after I get this other photo down, that is going to be the base of my layout. This is how it's going to stay. I'm going to go ahead and pull out some items to embellish with. Now you did see that I had pulled that title out previously, and it was a white font. It was a font from Felicity Jane that I had originally put in the kit. I went ahead and took one of my Spectrum Noir markers that I picked up at Close to My Heart and colored them a gray color. I thought that worked pretty good because I was inking the edges in gray, and this kind of has like a gray tone. That foliage paper kind of looks to me like it has a little bit of gray, so I thought that worked pretty good for that. Here I'm just going through all the embellishments that I had pulled out, trying to figure out what I want to use. I did pull out that acetate piece that's going to stay there underneath the photo, and I'm just going to try and build a cluster right up there at the top left and at the bottom right of that photo block. I was originally staying away from the area that is above those 2 smaller photos in this because that's where I thought I was going to end up putting my title. I am auditioning pretty much everything I have in my kit. I will end up pulling out the Jen Hadfield sticker book, and a lot of my embellishments are going to be coming from that. I am going to use this Jen Hadfield tag right here, the gray one, which worked really good, being as how I turned my alphas gray. I was originally going to use this one that I just put over to the side. I think that looks like a Paige Evans design to me, but we are going to be using the green one instead. I just took out my hole punch right there and punched the hole in the tag so it wouldn't be a fake tag, it would be a real tag. On this acetate piece, I'm just putting it down with the liquid adhesive because it is going to be hiding under the small photos, and then I'm going to put the tag over the other side so you aren't really going to be able to see the adhesive. I do put a piece of green right down there underneath it. You see that little strip of green that filled up that space? That was a sticker from the Jen Hadfield sticker book that I put on some white cardstock and just trimmed out. I'm also going to be pulling in the ribbon. Looky there. Sure did. I put that through my tag, and I just used a stapler to get that to stay on there. I'm going to go ahead and commit to the placement of the tag. Now you see on that tag there are some daisies. I don't really want those daisies to be showing, so I'm going to try and find something to cover that area up. You can see I start out using these labels, and they don't really do the job 100%. I am going to go back into the stuff that I had pulled out for this kit, and I find this green sticker that was from the Into the Wild kit from Close to My Heart, this one right here. And you can see I do have 2 different shades of green in that paper up top, so that works out perfectly. It's also the same, pretty much the same shade of green as a little strip I put down underneath the bottom, so that just worked out pretty good. I am going to put the label right there, and then this little circle bit is a chipboard circle. I think it says Go Girl. I actually cannot see that. I'm doing my voiceover on my phone and I really can't see what it says. Up there at the top, that label up there, I put a green sticker on that also from the Close to My Heart Into the Wild, and I think it says Growing So Fast. That's from a boy collection. All the other stickers that were on that sticker sheet said boy stuff or little man or, you know, things like this, things like that. But this one worked perfectly because these are photos where Riley is walking. Guys, Riley is walking everywhere. Yeah, so it's really cute. So I thought that was really pertinent. And then I put this other label up there. It says Remember. Here's where I'm going to go ahead and put down my title. It says Walk With Me, Daddy. And for some reason, and I haven't Googled this yet, but for some reason, is that a country song? Walk With Me, Daddy? Or something Daddy? I don't know. I'm going to have to Google that. I don't know why that title was stuck in my head, but that's what we got here. I am going to take out a couple stickers off of the Jen Hadfield, out of this Jen Hadfield sticker book, and put them on white cardstock and cut them out. That house was one of them. You can see I cut out a big chunk right there, big chunk of video where I was fussy cutting that out of the paper. That one up at the top, the flower up at the top, is also a Jen Hadfield sticker that's fussy cut out. I thought I was going to use these gold hearts, and I think I do end up using a couple of them in the end. Those are also from the sticker book. I'm just going to put a couple of those down around the page. Yeah, I used that sticker book a lot on this page. When I started going through the embellishments that I pulled out, I actually really didn't have that many as far as the packs I pulled out from Felicity Jane. There was just a few of the regular die cuts. There is plenty of acetate die cuts, which are not really... I'm not good friends with. So, you know, I don't know if we're going to use very many of those or not. That came out of a sticker book as well. I put a piece of foam tape underneath the tip of that to kind of hold it up. And I just like these flowers around that circular bit. And it said like, feels like home, or you are home, or something like that. I let that be covered up by that leaf so you wouldn't see the wording. You would just see the circular bit going around there. I'm going to stick the sticker down right there. I also put some foam tape on this one, but this one I only put the foam tape over on the left-hand side. Then I'm going to add some more gold leafing. You saw I put that gold kind of foliage up there at the top as well. Here I'm going to pull out the gold glitter gems by Close to My Heart. These are still available in the shop if you would like to pick these up for yourself. These are some of my favorite items, or one of my favorite items from Close to My Heart. I have repurchased these several times. I just love these gold glitter dots. I'm scattering those around the page. Sometimes when I pull them up off the page, the glue dot underneath them does get stuck down, and that's where you saw, that's why I'm putting adhesive down on a couple of them, because that's what happened to it. They just come right up if you rub them with your finger or use an adhesive eraser. All right, guys, after I do that, I don't do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you check out the other ladies doing mini kit Mondays. I will have them in the description box below. We have got Traci, Kathy, Dollie, Daisy, and Shannon. Everybody will be listed down below. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.